What up, my poker peeps? It's the Hatter. And in today's hand, we're going to talk about the hand that everybody says you just can't find the right way to play the Jiggities, pocket jacks. All right, so we're playing 20 NL here online. We got the jacks, as you can see. So let's jump right in the hand. I'm going to give you y'all's thoughts, and I'm going to tell you how to play the Jiggities. All right, so the raise under the gun is the 80 cents. He's a tighter, very good opponent and plays tight ranges, so this is probably a decent hand here. He could definitely have top of range. I mean, we're talking like top 10% hands right here. So it's going to go low jack, he folds, high jack folds, and I could be 3-betting here, but like I said, the under the gun opening like this, 4X, he is super tight. So I expect him to have a big hand. And I mean, if I 3-bet here, I'm expecting to get 4-bet a lot, maybe jammed on, and at best would be flipping against ace king. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and flat here and see a flop and go post flop with him, where if the board gets a little stickier, like I say, he's a little tighter, maybe I can bluff him off of something if the board hits more of my range than it would be his. But with that, the button's going to fold, the small blind's going to call, and the big blind's going to call. And at this point, this is where it does get a little tricky because I don't 3-bet because it brings in some more opponents. So now we're going to be going 4 ways to a flop with 320 in there. At this point, we're trying to set mine probably, or we're looking for an amazing board. So let's see what the flop brings us. Bang! There we go. The flop brings us top set. This is a beautiful situation because like I said, at worst, the villain who opens got ace king. If he has that, I'm not really getting no action. But if he has any over pairs, there's about to be fireworks. All right. So this is how you play jacks. You just flop a monster, y'all. You just flop the nuts. That's how you play jacks, y'all. Anyways, small blind's going to check. Big blind checks. Villain's going to go ahead and bet pretty much almost pot, 290. And at this point, now I have a really good idea that he has an overpair. So with that being said, I don't want to give away the strength of my hand because if I raise, he's played with me enough. He's going to say, oh, I flopped a set. So I'm going to go a little tricky, but this is a little dangerous. But as a person told me in one of my videos the other day, you can't be scared to do a little bit of trapping and not show your hand face up too soon. So I decided to go ahead and call, and surprisingly, the small blind calls and the big blind calls. So now the pot is really blew up. It's up to 1480. And as I'm sitting here thinking, of course, 10-8 could be there, and queen 10, king queen. So we're really hoping for a brick. We're hoping for a real low card to come off. A 2 would be amazing, but we just want a brick to come off. So the turn's going to go ahead and bring us the 5 of clubs. This is the exact card that I wanted to see. And hopefully we can just go ahead and get the rest of our money in right here. And then whatever the river brings. We can't control that. We can only control what we can control. That's one thing that's really hard for us rec players to learn. And we can't be scared of that. So the small blind's on check. Big blind's on check. The villain now, he's going to go ahead and rip it in. Now I know he has an overpair. I'm expecting to see maybe aces here, kings, queens. Maybe not even queens, to be honest with you. But he's probably doing this with queens too. And maybe one of the other people have a set below us, which seems kind of weird. Maybe 2 pair, but I blocked jack 9 so heavily. There's only really one combo of jack 9 out there. So, I mean, of the suited variety. But I don't know. So we're going to go ahead and rip it in behind him. Well, he rips it in. We're going to go ahead and call off. Small blind, big blind gets out of the way. And now I know I pretty much have him drawing probably the 2 outs because I know he's got the overpair. 8 of diamonds rolls off. If the small blind or big blind would have been in, that would have been a little bit of a puke because definitely queen 10 is a very viable hand that could have been there as played. But as I was expecting, the villain's going to go ahead and roll over pocket kings, and we outflopped them, and we scoop a very nice pot here at 20 NL. So that's how you play jacks, y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Hatter out.